Do pay it back. Whenever you do get a little extra money and start studying, people gonna be looking at you with their hands out. But Lee, look what I did for you.
Right.
Gimme.
Yeah, you remember when I bought you that Happy Meal?
Right.
Yeah. Saying.
You just got to be careful. My motto is I really don't let people borrow money. I give people money.
Right. You might as well.
And that
it's easier.
and I who I learned that from. I learned that from Oprah. She said she wouldn't have no more friends or family if she let people borrow money. Mm-hmm. So she just if you have it, obviously if you have it, you probably really don't need it.
Exactly.
You just just be wise and don't let people take advantage of you.
Like Red Fox.
Right. Tupac.
MC Hammer.
Tupac, MC Hammer, yeah. Mike Tyson. Muhammad Ali. Yeah, just be wise and don't let people take advantage of you. And if I feel like you're trying to guilt me, or if I got a bad feeling about you asking about something that you really don't need, I'm not going to give it to you.
You have the right to say no. There's power in no.
Right.
I don't know why people be so afraid of no.
And I would expect the same thing if it was me, from them. Exactly. If you tell me no, I'm cool. Hey, yeah.
Because you treat people how you would like to be treated yourself.
I'm cool. I'm cool with
personally,
you telling me no.
I feel like as far as money, number one, and you know this, my number one rule is even discussing money is fucking rude. That's bad etiquette. You do not. I mean, I attribute that to the way I was raised. Right. So, and you just don't. It's none of your business.
Right.
Number one, clearly you can tell when somebody's doing well for themselves. If somebody close to me needs some help, I will help them. And like you, depending on who it is, with the kids, you're paying me back. Right. Because that teaches them about life. Right. You don't want to just hand shit to your kids when you know the situation that they're in really could have been avoided if they would have listened to you.
Correct.
That being said.
Well,
but if it's like a peer or like an adult.
In the payback case, it's if you come to me and you say, I'll pay you back Thursday, or I'll pay you back if you come to me.
Right.
If you come to me and be like, man, I'm in a bind, man.
And things are looking really bad. I lost my job.
Right. And, you don't see no means to end, and I don't see you getting no money no time soon.
Why would you add that extra burden
I wouldn't want
to them of owing you?
Them. Right. Of saying, hey,
no, you don't
I'm going to give this to you. But you better pay me back as soon now.
Yeah, that's fucked up. We've been there. No. So you don't want to put that.
Right.
Oh, no, I got it.
And the thing about money, it comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. So, even though, some people fall in a bind, obviously sometimes people, look down on people when they're in a low place.
Right.
And start kicking
people.
They
judge them based on what they feel they have in the bank account.
Correct.
What they drive, what they wear, where they live. And that's the level of respect that you get from the certain type of people.
That's the level of respect
and that pisses me off.
Right.
I'm so disgusted by that. Because if that same person were to come up and then you start smiling in their face, calling them friend and patting them on the back,
he's just so great.
That's sickening to me. Stay away from me. Now. Get away from me.
I've seen it.
If I post something that gets a lot of likes, it's not because the people love me.
They're just a stranger who admires my work. So look at it in that perspective and stop getting all caught up in your feelings.
If you come up and you start getting all kind of fanfare, people who talking about they love you are coming around and, just wanting to be around and want to be a part and want to kind of leech off you.
Pick your brain.
Pick your brain, this, that, and the third. A lot of that shit's fake.
Yeah.
Sorry, it is.
Because sometimes it's people just trying to come up off of you.
As you fall, and ain't none of them motherfuckers around.
You going to be a hot topic.
Yeah.
Best believe. And you going to be all kind of busters and losers and broke bitches. I can't hang around broke people.
Trust issues.
I can't hang with broke people.
Know the game. When you can be forewarned that is what happens with money and fame, and you just got to know the game, and you got to pick and choose who you want around you, know, and you don't always. Like I said, as far as to go back to Tupac, he had a lot of yes men around him. A lot of people with money have yes men around them. Yeah, hell yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, yeah, go fuck that chick with Eyez.
Oh, well, too far. Too far.
Yeah, Yeah, man. Yeah, beat that nigga ass. Yeah, man. I got your back, bro. Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, shoot those two cops. Go ahead. If you're hard, you'll do it.
Yo. You got the juice now, man.
Why the issue is so messy, I think because when it's people that you have feelings for, there's emotion tied to that money. So if, like, you ask me, oh, I need $30 for XYZ, and I'm like, no. You're going to feel some kind of way because my love is attached to that $30. You know, I think that's how people look at it. Right. If you tell them no, or if you expect it to be paid back, or if they're not paying you back, you know, or whatever the situation is with the money.
Right.
You know, in situations like that, as far as you owe me, pay me back, or I got something for you, or can I have something, whereas there's an exchange, I think there's love attached to the transaction. Again, that goes back to the type of person, just like the one on the other end, the person who has the problem. They are more than likely just a vapid, materialistic person. Right. So if they treat a certain family member a certain way based on where that person works or what they think their income is, where they live, what they drive, what they wear, etc., that really doesn't have anything to do with family, I think. Right. I think it has more to do with that person being vapid.
Correct. Not you can be an asshole. That's another thing about money, you know. You know, you can be a total asshole and people will flock to you because you have money. I mean, God bless the dad, but your dad was one of those people who had money, but he was an asshole, but people still wanted to come around. You know?
That just goes back to what you said in regards to how the value that people place on money. People look at it as a measurement of self-esteem, a measurement of power or intelligence or any other thing that they admire. I've heard it mentioned by your dad how the people that he admires sometimes or that he mentions aren't the nicest of people, because at one point he even said nice things about my dad, but the one thing these people had in common was they were wealthy. Right. So, you know, and then what that makes me think about too is the story we seen earlier about Venus and Serena's dad and his divorce. And the lady is about 34 or whatever years his junior. That is disgusting. Yeah. She had his kid. He's old. He was 70. He was in his 70s when they got married. He was deeper into his 70s when she got pregnant. And now he's like almost 80 when they're getting divorced. So he's an old ass man, and she had sex with him. His wormy sperm. That is disgusting.
She got him for all that she didn't get him for.
You and his Social Security. Blind, girl, you need to be ashamed of yourself. And I think that chick that was dating my dad probably would have tried that shit. Oh, yeah. But there was too many females swarming around. She knew better. It kind of boils down to that in a way. Looking at the people involved in the situation, regardless of what the situation is, it's how these individuals, what value they place on money, where they place that, what level of importance in their life that money and material things play. Right. If you're the type of person, sure, money is important because you need it to survive and buy food and da-da-da, but if you look at it more like a tool, and yes, it's a useful tool, and it can help your life be easier to live the more of it you have. But once you get to a certain point, like you're saying, you don't need it. So, you know, I mean, depending on, the person's personal view on money and what value they place on it in their life.
That's how they treat you.
That's what it depends on. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For the love
more
of
money, more problems. I get it. I didn't at the time. I wasn't broke. I was still under the care of my parents. When that song was out, so I was like, what do you mean? Bitch, I don't have any problems. Right. I didn't, because my daddy was paying all my bills. Then real life hit, bitch.
Right.
And then I was like, less money. I still didn't get it because I was broke. So it's like, what do you mean, bitch? No, all my problems would disappear if I had some damn money. You know? Then you get a little older and you have access to more things, and then you get some money, and then you begin to understand. More money, more motherfucking problems. I get it now, Puffy. I get it. You were trying to drop them pearls of wisdom, and we just thought it was dance music. Puffy tried to tell y'all.
Like I say, hit dogs holler. If it doesn't apply to you, you won't feel no type of way.
Right.
But if it applies to you, hey, take it how you want to take it.
The conclusion: why is relationships in the middle of, or money in the middle of relationships, why is that such an issue? I think it just depends on the people involved and their relationship with money and material things.
Right. My money.
Depends on the level of importance
how you look at
that they place money in their life, I guess, up against their relationship.
And the crazy part about it is, the number one call for divorce, one of the number one causes for divorce is finances. You just got to try to get a handle on it and step back and look at it for what it is. It's a tool. We have to make it. It has to come in for us to live. Just be mindful with it and I believe in being charitable. Definitely being charitable.
Mm-hmm. You got to give back.
You got to give back.
Money is currency. It's fluid.
Right.
That's why it's called currency. You got to keep it moving. You can't just get a hold of some money and sit on it.
Correct.
You got to do something with it.
That's right.
And the most positive, highest vibrating thing you can do is give it the fuck away to somebody or group in need so that it can do its intended purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Vibrate that money high, y'all. It's not a game. This is not just a world of material and flesh and bone. It's a world of spirituality, electricity, and vibrations. Not to sound like a hippie, but
hey, own it.
It's real.
It is what it is. Own it.
That's a game. Think about it. If you know people with money who are doing negative things with their money, what kind of existence do they have? If there's a rapper who is doing drugs and going to strip clubs and, doing all this negative shit with his money, he's not going to have a very positive life.
Right. I agree.
But if you have somebody in the same field who perhaps might dabble in that a little bit, but also gives back and is serious about a cause and does good things with his money and takes care of his family or whatever, he's going to be one of those, say, rappers or ball players that be old with, and like Russell Simmons, he's not a rapper, but
he's in hip-hop.
Like Puffy's gonna be and Jay-Z's gonna be, they're gonna be like 50, 60 in some big ass house or a penthouse, like rich as fuck,
Puffy
somewhere forever.
Puffy gives back a lot, and
I know he does, and Jay-Z does too, even though he's an asshole. He seems like one, but I'm sure he's nice to people he's close with.
Right.
But he do a lot.
Jay-Z
he's stingy, but he do a lot.
Yeah, he
get to what he get to. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's his money.
He
ain't trying to spend his money.
Akon is the man, though. I was about to speak on what
He's
Jay-Z did in Africa. Jay-Z went to Africa and basically gave villages in Africa clean water. Awesome. Set up clean water for them over there in some of those villages.
He can't get no clean water to Detroit.
Yeah, I know, right? Nobody care about nobody over here.
Okay. Damn, y'all.
But Akon, we all know what he did. He basically set up almost electricity with solar panels, I believe, for over 1 billion people. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember the number.
I think him and China, he brokered a deal with China, I believe.
Who, Akon?
Yeah. He brokered a deal with China, and and now there's running electricity and for over, I don't want to say over 1 million people. I don't want to say 1 billion, but it was a lot of people that he helped out.
That's awesome. That's good stuff.
I like Oprah did. With his little black we got Oprah. She opened the school.
She's still going to graduations. I was on her Instagram today.
Her girls are graduating.
Yeah, her and Gail was at a graduation. Oh, I'm sorry, yesterday. I don't remember now. Child, where am I?
Jay-Z, Akon, Russell Simmons, Oprah, and even though they gave it to all these African, these African kids and African families, and helped them out, I'm sure they don't want nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to want nothing back from them.
Oh, please. What?
If you have it
people
to
build
give,
themselves up first.
If you have it to give, do so. And don't expect nothing back.
Because otherwise you ain't going to do nothing.
Because the universe is going to repay you. It's just, it's the laws of the universe. 360. What you give is what you get. What you reap is what you sow. So, You know, if you have to give,